I'm Nathan Black. I'm on the US Gov support team, and this is a demonstration of locally hosted LLM models and the web UI and backend for this. So I have Ollama is installed as a service. The installation is basically piping a bash script to root or um, setting it up if you pull the binary locally. I changed where the models go into its own directory here. And you see I have 85 gigs of models. So Ollama in the background, it's connected to by two Docker containers. OpenWebUI is a front end, kind of like Claude, and SearXNG is the search integration, basically a proxy that OpenWebUI can add to what Ollama is able to search through. On my terminal here, you can see I'm watching the nvidia-smi that shows the GPU stats as things happen. You'll see that Ollama's currently active. This won't show up until you start using it. And of course, Xorg right now. And over here is just top. And you can see, you'll watch or see Ollama will pop up into this top process list with loads between like 500 and 800 on this 32 gig i9 system. So for here, we'll tell Docker to show us the logs for this container or the WebUI container and talk about how this is set up. So this is OpenWebUI. And so the model pick lists are up here. It auto detects this from what Ollama has available. The admin panel is where you'd configure web search in order to connect to that SearXNG. You set it up here in a pick list. You get plenty of options. Tell it how to connect to it. These are the defaults for the search result count and the concurrent requests. I didn't change that. Um, then whenever you go to generate a chat, come down here, tell it enable chat, and we'll say, I'll just use one of the examples here. Tell me a fun fact about the Roman Empire. Let's see, searching the web. If we look over here, I actually got a stack trace, but it also got a response here though. It's like blah 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 blah. Rome. Oh, actually, I got an error because I don't have that model because I deleted it. This is a 70 billion token model. I could not run it on this node. So I'm going to use the Nano. Nano is pretty good. This is actually one of my favorite ones. And you can see you can like switch mid-chat or after it dies. Actually, maybe you can't. We'll go new chat. Go nemotron 3. Kind of like that other one back though. Once it hooks, it'll actually give you what it's thinking up here by clicking the angle bracket, whatever that's called. And over here, we can see what the web is doing, and we can see what the processor for the GPU is doing. And over here, we see Ollama hitting 530, 520 for loads. And it balances these things out, actually passing things back and forth. And as you research this, some of the things you'll see, like the bottleneck for some of these locally hosted models, will be the bus between system memory and GPU memory as it has to pass things back and forth. It is better to have more than 32 gigabytes, but it is what it is. Back to the website, we can see, hey, it finished. We have a fun Roman fact. You can see from my chat history, my testing for how this Works. DeepSeek also is one of the better ones that I've tested and works pretty good. The fun part about this is it's all local. Nothing exits my local LAN. This is actually air gapped. That the node that I'm doing this on, it's over on 2.221. The next piece for this, for our interests, would be to set up the AI gateway and then point it to the Ollama backend for this, separate from OpenWebUI. Anyway, let me know if there's any questions. I'm glad to share. And that's all for now.